Ethan's Typhlosion is a card that came with the Destined Rivals set back last year, and it was actually really good when it first came out. It was a pre-release deck, and it did really well in both the pre-release and when it first came out, but it's since kind of fallen under the radar a little bit. Currently, according to Limitless TCG, it is actually the 16th best deck in the format, which is still not bad for a single prizer that has kind of got a damage cap on it. The best we've seen it do recently was 27th place back in June when there's the special event in Turin. Most recent one in NAIC, it placed 67th, yeah, funny number, and then 71st right after that. So I kind of wanted to test the deck out, see how it actually fares in this format. There are a lot of grass decks around at the moment. You've obviously got Ogerpon Meganium, Mega Venusaur, several other ones that are just prominent in the meta at the moment, and Ethan Typhlosion is a very good fire deck which can combat them. Now, in terms of the deck list, I did make this from scratch. However, I did also take very heavy influence from the best decks that I have found on Limitless TCG. After doing like a really small bit of research, I did actually find most of the top players that are actually running this deck are actually also running it with the Drakloak draw engine. They're not running any Dragapult, so I'm not running any Dragapult, purely for the fact they're not, as well as I hate Dragapult. So we're sticking to Drakloak. But for those of you who are unsure what Ethan's Typhlosion does, for 3 energy, 2 fire, 1 colourless, it does Steam Artillery, 160 damage. Nothing crazy. You've got Buddy Blast for 1 energy, which is the main attack you're using. It does 60 more damage for each Ethan's adventure card and discard pile with a base of 40. Now, obviously in pre-releases, you can have as many copies as a card you want in your deck, and it doesn't matter, so you could technically have had uncapped damage. However, this is not a pre-release, this is standard format. You can only have 4 copies of 1 card in your deck. So, 4 Ethans plus the 40 damage, you're looking at 280 damage base, which isn't the worst, in all honesty. It's enough to KO stage 1s and basics. And then obviously stacking on top of this, both metal and grass types are weak to fire in the TCG. So you're doing 280 times 2, 560. I got the maths right this time. That is knocking out anything, even if it has a hero escape on it to increase its HP by 100. And then there is the Ethan's Quilava, its pre-evolution, which has the ability Bonded by the Journey, which lets you search your deck for an Ethan's Adventure supporter card and put it into your hand, which is really good considering the entire deck relies on Ethan's Adventure cards being in your discard. And if you don't know what Ethan's Adventure does, you search your deck for up to 3 in any combination of Ethan's Pokemon and basic fire energies, reveal them and put them into your hand. Which is really good because that is how you can essentially set up your board. As long as you can get at least a Quilava down, you can use Ethan's Adventure, grab out an energy, a Typhlosion, and whatever else you want to do to set up for your next turn, and have at it. And that's another 60 damage that is now straight into your discard pile. Now, we are also running 2 copies of Black Belt's Training, because that does 40 more damage to all my opponent's active EX Pokemon. So 280 plus 40, you're looking at 320. That's enough to KO a Dragapult. And then on top of that, you have got the Brave Bangles. Only does 30 more damage to your active Pokemon EX, but it's a tool, not a supporter for turn, so it's still not as bad. Does it one-shot a Dragapult? No, but it's still now one-shot several other Stage 2 Pokemon. And then for the A-Spec, we are running Neutralization Zone. I've seen people run it with either this or Secret Box. We're trying the Neutralization Zone. I will admit, this is the first time I've ever used this A-Spec, because I don't really want my Stadium to be an A-Spec. But I still want to see how good it's going to be. I might switch it for a Secret Box. Probably won't, but we'll have a go. With that being said, I'm not going to show you the rest of the deck. It's just standard sort of trainers and supporter cards that you would expect to be in any normal deck. But we're going to go straight into it and see how this fares in the Chaos Rising meta. Now, with an Ethan's deck, you do normally want to be going first, I would assume. I am running a Budew for an Itchy Pollen. I am running Satan himself, so if we go second, it's not the worst, but preferably if we can go first, that lets me set up a bit quicker. What did he pick? He picked heads. Okay, so hopefully he chooses to go second, but it isn't the end of the world if he goes first. That's fine. And our starting hand, we have got 1 basic, and it's a Shaymin, which really is not ideal. But that being said, we have got an Ethan's Adventure in hand, and he's mulliganed 2. Okay, so he's doing a Monkey Dory Frost, I say a Frostlass deck. I don't know if it's the Monkey Dory Frostlass one. However, that's not too bad considering Typhlosion himself doesn't actually have an ability, it's just Quilava. But we're going to be taking our 2 mulligans, and they are not ideal. But for first turn, I think we are 100% going to... I don't know. I think Lillie's might be a good shout. But Ethan's Adventure at the same time, it's good to get him in the discard pile so I can just have a bit more damage as soon as I can. There you go. There's Budew. Oh, they are running a Mega Starmie deck. Okay. This might screw me over considering I'm weak to water because I'm a fire deck. I mean, luckily we have got a Shaymin in play, so it's not... you know, the worst, but it is in the active spot. I think if we run an Ethan's Adventure and we get out 2 Cyndaquil with a Fire Energy, and if we put them both down, and then we will attach a basic Fire Energy there, and we will end turn. I think the next strategy for next turn, if we evolve both of them, and if we get out both of the other Ethan's cards, or at least one of them, we can use Ultra Ball to discard it. Because don't have to play the card to put it in the discard pile. I can Ultra Ball it. I was considering running Prism Tower, but I feel like it's unnecessary to have 2 methods of discarding my hand when I only really benefit from discarding 1 card, or 4 copies of 1 card, and that's it. Okay, so they've now put down the Risky Ruins as well. They are going to Budew us, actually, so maybe we don't do the Ethan's method, and we just go straight in for Lillie's. Well, we'll evolve the Quilava first. Or at least one of them. No, we'll evolve both of them, because I am running 2 copies of Rare Candy in this deck, but obviously if he item locks me, then that's no good, is it? So... there you go, there's a Mega Starmie in place, so they're going to be one-shotting literally every one of my cards now, which isn't ideal. There's the Itchy Pollen, but as long as we have got Shaymin in play, my bench is safe. Okay, so there is the Ethan's Typhlosion. We're going to evolve both of these guys. I'm not going to worry about using him, I am just going to Lillie's. Going to put down a Battle Cage first. And then Lillie's. Okay, well, I got a bunch of item cards, but that's no good for me. Annoyingly, I haven't got any energy yet. We're going to do Bonded by the Journey. Get out in Ethan's. Luckily, we haven't prized any of them, which means maximum damage. Do we bother doing another one? We'll do another one, just so we can get them both in our hand. We're going to have to pass a turn because there is literally nothing else we can do. Obviously, Battle Cage stops Frostlass, so not complaining too much about that. Is it Battle Cage that stops that? Yeah, it is, because it stops your opponents. It still does your active. Okay, that's fine. And Monkey Dory, I know it can move on to the Shaymin, so oh, they can kill the Shaymin here. This might be a big uh-oh for me. To be fair, it's a terrible first matchup. What does Solution do? Okay. That's an interesting one. Okay, so I draw 3 cards. Well, this isn't going very well for me. Oh, wait, never mind. I see how it works now. I just didn't read it properly. So I still get 6. Ooh, we did get Neutralization Zone. That could be big. We got a Dreepy as well. You know what? This isn't the best hand, but it could be worse. Like, they are going to KO my Shaymin here. I am fully aware of that. They're an idiot for trying to put it on my Budew. I can't lie. And now they can't KO my Shaymin. Let's see if they have brains or not. Again, my Shaymin's dead either way this turn. There you go. Because, yeah, Frostlass. Right. That's really not ideal. Because now I have not got my bench protection. But actually, I could do my Neutralization Zone. So it could be worse. And there you go. That's Shaymin gone. Bye-bye, Shaymin. But we are going to put forward one of the Quilavas. Because, hopefully, damage will start now. I probably should have put... I should have put forward the Budew originally, shouldn't I? I'm an idiot for that one. Alright, let's put the other Cyndaquil down. Let's do Bonded by the Journey. An Ethan's Adventure. And we'll evolve it straight away. We're going to put the Neutralization Zone down. I know they're probably going to knock it out, but there we go. Energy. And we'll do that. We'll attach an energy there. I will do another bonded by the journey to get another Ethan's out. Just so he's in my hand. And we'll evolve that one as well. Obviously, to be fair, if they do Mega Star me, this Typhlosion will live. See, 320. Wait, I know it isn't that much for Star me, but you know. Budgie's dead, so that's always good. We're going to take this prize card. What is it? It's a Cyndaquil. Not really ideal. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. So they can move 60 damage across. So they can KO the Budew here. They can also KO the Cyndaquil or the Dreepy if they think hard enough. This is assuming they're actually going to have energy to attach. There you go. Well, they're discarding their hand now, so I imagine they're going to. And there goes Neutralization Zone. Yeah, okay, so that's this Typhlosion gone. But we knew that was going to happen. I know this is probably going to be a losing case for me anyway, considering they do counter me hard, and I did misplay there. But that doesn't really matter, because it's just a game, and we are here to see how the deck fares. Obviously, this is probably the worst deck to go against, compared to all the ones in the meta, because it hits me for weakness. Yeah, it does 240 damage a turn. So 100% I'm getting knocked out whatever comes here. So unfortunately, we are going to lose this one just straight away. It sucks, but it is what it is. Unless I can get something really holy here. I'm going to Poké Pad for the Drakloak. I'm going to need something incredibly good to stand a chance of coming back from this, which I know I won't. We are going to Buddy-Buddy Poffin just to thin down the deck a bit. I'll get them both out just to thin the deck down to try and see if I can get... How much damage do I do? I do one... Okay, I'm not even going to do enough to knock it out. Which sucks massively. We get a Night Stretcher. It's still not ideal. Like, we just don't stand a chance here. We'll get a Shaymin out. We'll place the Shaymin down. And then we will do an Ethan's Adventure. So I can get the Quilava, the Typhlosion, and an Energy. Already got a Quilava in hand though, so idiot for that one. Attach it there. And we'll do 220. Let's see, they can do 60. Well, they can already KO the Shaymin because of the risky ruins. So, yeah, I have lost this. I misplayed massively. But like I said, I don't play this deck. Like, I've played it once or twice when it first came out. I took it to a locals and it was fun. But back then, you didn't have Mega Star Me to one-hit you. Obviously, they'd be incredibly stupid not to go for the Shaymin here. Although it doesn't really matter what they go for, because they're knocking out the Typhlosion this turn anyway. So they are being a little bit extra, but I guess if they're learning their deck, they're learning their deck. I'm not sure what they're doing. All they've got to do is literally just KO the Starmie. Or Starmie, sorry, the Shaymin. There we go. Well, I've lost this turn either way, so it is what it is. To be fair, they're taking their sweet time. They're not actually doing anything right now. There we go, there's a boss. Why are they boss's orders? They can win the game already. Why are they being extra? I don't get it. I don't know what the point in that was, really. Because you're knocking me out either way for weakness. I don't really know what they're doing. We are conceding because I would like to play the game, not just sit here. There you go. First game went great. Let's hope the second one is way better and we don't get put against a Starmie. Okay, and they chose to go first again, which is fine. As long as it's not a Mega Starmie deck, we have more of a chance. And look at that. Lovely little mulligan there. 2 mulligans. Right, okay. Ooh. We will put forward... We'll put forward the Cyndaquil first. We're playing Ethan's Venture first turn anyway. So we can just use that to grab out... Okay, there's a Weedle in first thing. If they don't put anything down, we can donk them. This is another deck that is weak to us because it's Beedrill. Beedrill is grass. If it does nothing, we donk it, which would be incredibly funny. There's a bug catching set, never mind. It was worth a try. There you go, there's another Weedle down. But that's fine, because we still get to take an early game knockout. Force of Vitality going down. Let's see what they do. Obviously, if you're unfamiliar what Beedrill does for whatever reason, it's kind of doing rounds at a little minute. It came out in Chaos Rising. It does 110 damage for 1 grass energy for each Beedrill in play, which is pretty good, if you ask me. Preferably, if I can top deck a Stadium, that would be awesome, because then I get rid of their Forest of Vitality. I know I won't, but it would have been cool. No, it's another Ethan's Adventure. That's fine. We're going to attach a Basic Energy here. Playing Ethan's, we will get a Cyndaquil, a Quilava, and another Cyndaquil. Just so we can get 2 more of them down. And we're going to Ember for 16, knocking him out. We will take prize number 2 for a Lillie's Determination. It's not bad. We haven't got to worry as much about every Ethan this turn either. I'm going to assume they have a Beedrill. So they're going to knock the Cyndaquil out, but that's absolutely fine. How much damage does Quilava do? So Quilava, I can't see. There we go. 40, so it'll do 80 damage. Not great. So I reckon we put the Dreepy forward first. Okay. Well, now they're going to be top decking unless they have a Lillie, so there we go. Well, they've had a great start. Jesus. Okay, well, we're getting a bit cooked. Oh, yeah, just give him everything, I guess. I don't want to play the game. So, they've already used 3 of their bug catching sets, which works for me, I won't lie. And there goes a Sacred Ash for another Weedle. I feel like they're being very extra at the minute. I get they are setting up because especially if they're weak to me, they want to be prepared. I just want to play game. Rumbling Bees, there you go, 220. So that is enough to one-shot me no matter what, because Ethan Typhlosion only has 170. We are going to put the Dreepy forward first, just to try and evolve these guys as much as we can. We'll play another Ethan's Adventure to get another Quilava. We'll get 2 energies out. That down there. All the basic fire there. A Night Stretcher to get back a Cyndaquil. That out there. And we will then just end the turn. I think it's the best bet. Because I know this Dreepy is going to get knocked out. Unless they have a boss's orders in hand. Which I'm really hoping they don't. It doesn't matter too much if they do. Why did I have to open my mouth? That's fine. Because we've still got the energy in here. How much am I doing? So let's do 120 to 40. Plus the base 40, 80. I am one-shotting the Beedrill. To be fair. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. I think what I do is I will promote this new Quilava, because if I can confirm that I do one-shot it, I will play a Lillie's instead of an Ethan's. just to hope that I can get a rare candy or something like that to get the Quilava out. Although I could just play Ethan's anyway and get the Quilava out. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Right, Ethan's Quilava going forward. Drakloak for the draw engine, that's lovely. Fire energy here. We'll do an Ethan. We'll just evolve the Ethan's Typhlosion straight away. So this does 320 to knock it out. So I feel like if we Lillie's here first. Okay, don't know if I should have done that or not. We're gonna recon. We'll get another Drakloak out. Just because we can Buddy-Buddy Poffin here. Oh, we have no more of them. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Cyndaquil is that. Right, okay. Well, we can get the Dreepy down. And we will Night Stretcher as well to get the other Cyndaquil back onto the bench. I probably massively misplayed there, but it doesn't matter. And then we'll do Body Blast for 320. Knocking you out. And we take 2 prize cards. It'd be 1 and 4. And we get a Cyndaquil and a Poké Pad. So we're okay, because we can use the Poké Pad for the other Quilava. Right now, we're actually living from this Beedrill. No, we're no longer living from this Beedrill. Okay. But this is fine. I think I'm still in favor right now. I want to say. Because they're doing 330, that's fine. Like, I'm still going to knock it out next turn. Preferably, if I can get a Lana's aid, then I'm even better off. Right. Let's put forward a Drakloak. Just because right now I haven't got these guys set up at all. Okay, Drakloak there. Let's do 2 recon directives. 1 for a Brave Bangle. Okay. Not that I need it. And we'll do another one to get... Well, that's just not ideal. Another No, I don't think we need a Poké Pad. I think we'll get the Poké Pad out. And we will Quilava there. We will Quilava again. Is what I'm thinking. Just trying to think of what to do. I feel like if... No... It's a tricky one. I'm gonna have to do this to get an Ethan's out. And I will get out... What, we'll do 2 fire energies and another Typhlosion. Also running low on the fire energy, which isn't great. We'll Brave Bangle there. Another Cyndaquil down. Just cause, and then we'll end turn. Because I know this Drakloak's getting knocked out, which is fine, but I will be able to knock out this Typhlosion. Not this Typhlosion, this Beedrill. Because they'll be going down to 2. I should be good. Judging by this, I think I'm okay. Unless they have a boss's orders in hand, which I'm praying they don't, but they seem to have had the best luck in the world at the moment. Yeah, for a Dunsparce to draw 3. And they draw another Dunsparce, sorry. Hopefully they just go for the knockout here. The bug catching set, well, that's all your bug catching sets now. How have they got a Lillie's? What? Okay. Everything seems to be going right for this player, and nothing seems to be going right for me. But maybe it's just my luck. I say luck, I'm just not exactly the greatest player in the world, am I? And there's a special red card. Lovely. But we still got the Ethans. Hallelujah. We got the Ethans. That is probably one of the best things we could have gotten there. We're going to Quilava into the active. Let's see. We'll do a Drakloak Draw Engine for... I don't think either of them really matter. We'll do an Ultra Ball. Ethan's Adventure for Typhlosion Energy. Yeah, another Typhlosion. One there. One there. With that, we have no more Quilavas in the deck. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do Buddy Bars for 620. So they have 2 left. I have 1. No matter what, I've won this. Unless they have something up their sleeve, but I don't think they do. Fez and another energy. That's helpful. I mean, they knock out this Typhlosion, I'm still going to win. Because I have the other one ready. And hopefully, they realise there, they know. That's fine. But hey, we won a game. Just go ahead, do 560. Yeah, I know. Kill him. And we take our one last prize card, winning us the game. And so there you go. That is the Ethan's Typhlosion deck. Now, they were better matchups than what I was facing before, probably because I was playing the ranked. We're going to stick to playing that now, because we actually get competent people. I don't know why I didn't before. But yeah, this deck... I feel like this deck's good, but especially with Megas in the format now, with them having a lot more HP, he's going to struggle a bit more. Because obviously his damage is only going to go up to 320. With like a Black Belt's training, it's what, 280 without it, I said. With Megas in this pitch, unless it's a grass type, it is going to struggle. And obviously right now as well, Dragapult is just being Dragapult, so... it's always going to be an instant loss if you fight a Dragapult. Not because the deck sucks against it, which it might. We didn't fight a Dragapult there, so I don't know. But it's because it's a Dragapult player. Much like that Budew player, they seem to get everything in their hand when they need it to. To be fair, though, we didn't actually have to make use of Lana's aid. That is essentially just a pumped up Night Stretcher for single price decks, which would have been really useful at several of the times. But it never came around to it. I was kind of happy that we did go against both a water deck, which I'm weak to, and a grass deck, which I'm strong against. But I am going to leave it there. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. What you want to see different about my videos. I'm going to try to be focusing a lot more on making this content and just pumping out other decks. I'm really looking forward to Ghost Veil or Hide and Seek. When that comes out in Pitch Black, I'm going to both pre-releases at my local card store. They're doing 2. Going to both. Praying at least one of them is the Ghost Veil deck to get me started off. That is going to become my main deck at my locals or even league challenges or maybe even the regionals if I go to them. Yeah, that being said, like I said, if you think there's anything I can do to improve on this deck, let me know in the comments below. Decklist will be linked below as well, or at least it'll be in the description. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. My name is Orthon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.